Alrighty, traders. So let's have a look across the markets today. What happened with that? Let's have a bit of a wrap around the whole markets today. Gold, silver. There is one market here, guys, that is creating what I call a blast off pattern, and I believe there could be one incredible move out of this. One market that I want to share with you today, and plus we're going to have a big wrap around the markets, what I'm seeing, and what's probably going to happen moving forward. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, so let's get straight into today's training. Traders, if you click on that first thing in the description, I'm running a webinar today teaching you my #1 trading system. Let's have a look at the actual S&P 500, and let's actually see what's going on through here. So what we can see right now on the S&P 500 is we can see that it has indeed made a really nice move to the upside. Nice move to the upside, and now we're just getting this pullback. A bit of a drop through here. So there's two different scenarios that's probably going to play out moving forward into next week from the S&P 500 perspective. Is that we've got this 52 moving average here. The 52 moving average is probably going to continue up from like that. So we're either going to come down through here, we're going to come down towards the 52 down to here, and then bounce, or what I'm actually sort of swaying towards my thinking anyway. And my thinking is that we're probably likely to see maybe something even just like this, maybe something like that, or we may get like a bit of a drop to the downside first, and then maybe we continue up from there. So it's gonna be really interesting. Or maybe we just, because we spent a lot of time, if you look at this from a time perspective, we actually spent that through there to there, right? So if I duplicate that, we could actually be spending maybe the same amount of time going sideways. This is called price and time being balanced, by the way, guys. If you want to know what this is all about, this is price and time being balanced. What I mean by that is that if the market has a move to the upside, then it needs roughly around the same amount of time. So it may just start to fill in here, right? It may come down through to here somewhere and come back up here somewhere, and then maybe have a big move. So we definitely had a really big move at the start of, obviously, towards the end of last year. And then now we're just sort of holding through here. So the one thing I'm really seeing from a big picture perspective is if I bring up this screen here and I look at the weekly chart, look what's happening through here, right? There's a massive double top in place right now, massive double top in place. And the really big thing is, look at this here. Look at this massive vertical move. Look at that move to the upside. Whenever you see something like that, like the last time we got this massive double top, last time we got this big massive vertical spike, just looking at the actual chart itself, was back here. So let me see if I can make that line just a bit more thinner. So see that move through there? See how vertical that is? Like, we didn't actually really get that through here, right? We did a little bit, I guess, but not this sort of movement. The last time we got that, was probably, see how we just get that big vertical move up through there. It's probably something like that as well too. I'm just looking through here. The last time, yeah, that was like that, but it wasn't as strong to the upside, right? Like see the angle, or see if you look at the angle here, right? You can see this is the angle, which is more like looking at the strength in the actual move itself. So what I'm looking at here, you can see, if you look at the angle, right? So if you look at the angle of a move, so if an overall move does that, like pretty much vertical straight to the upside, that's a very strong move, right? That's the buyer saying, here we go. Makes sense? So that's the very first thing that we see through there. And the big thing that I'm seeing through here is that, but then if the market does that, but what if the market does this? It's still strong, right? But it's now getting slightly weaker. And then what if the market does something like that? Now it's getting very weak, right? So the purpose of me saying that is that actually that was nowhere near what we see through here, as we're looking at the angle and looking at the angle there. So the purpose of me saying this is that every time we've had this in the past, every time we've actually saw this in the past, we can actually see it's actually made a double top here every time we see this in the past, we end up getting a really sharp movement on the downside. Look, even through here, right? This is the bull market of Trump's election, and then look at this here. We even had this move to the downside there, and then we had and then look at this vertical move up, and then we had this movement on the downside. So I doubt we're not going to get COVID, right? COVID was once in 100. By the way, traders, whenever you're analyzing the markets, it's important not to use something like COVID as a statistical thing, right? COVID was once in 100-year event. Not the average there, right? So we can see what's going on from that perspective there. So therefore, what's happening here, we've had this very big move up. So we actually may spend a couple of months not doing anything. Like we just made some, this is a weekly chart, by the way, traders, right? So we may be doing that. And look at that there. Big, massive double top in place looking at the S&P 500. So you can see what I'm looking at here right now. Look, see what's happening through here. So if I start to draw those lines again, so remember that was that last through there. I'm just looking at the times where it started going vertical, right? Started going vertical there. Just a very strong move up. Look at that there. That's the strongest we haven't actually seen a leg like this in 5 years. We haven't seen this in what is that? 10 years. We haven't actually seen a leg this vertical in 10 years. We have not seen this in 10 years. And so therefore also being out of double top formation, yeah, we can actually see there's actually a bit of resistance around the 4,600. So we may even come down to here a little bit, just so we can get a bit of equilibrium in place, right? So see, you can see what I mean by equilibrium, like this here. Market go up, market go down, market go up, market go down, market go up, market go down, market go up. What's coming next? Market go down. But look what is also happening. We're in what? We're in this really big trend here. So this has not happened in 10 years. And it's a massive warning sign to say, hey, if you think the market's just going to keep going up and there's going to be no issues, you may be right. Right? You may be right. Right? But it's not where I'm going to put my money. So that's the S&P 500. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. And the Dow Jones, very, 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 very similar, right? Look at the Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones completely broke past its highs. That's as high as there. So probably the Dow Jones, so this is the Dow Jones. That's the move through there. Again, I'm just looking at the vertical moves. Maybe that was the last move through there. We definitely had a very big move up there, right? But look at this here. Even though we had that move there and then we had this move here, see how fast that came down? Now again, that doesn't look like much on the chart there, but what is that? That's a 10% drop in 2 weeks. If we got a 10% drop in 2 weeks, what would that look like? Like down here. So I'm not saying this. I don't believe we're going to get that. Looking at the Dow Jones, we can actually see that. Look at this here. We're actually all at this resistance levels. So because there's a few things with the Dow Jones though, all right? The few things with the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is, because the Dow Jones has been really doing nothing since 2020, it's been doing really nothing, and it's just starting to break out. I believe the Dow Jones is starting a new bull trend, where the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, right, they're already been in really good upward trends, haven't they? So for me personally, it's like this is now starting upward trend. So even if we do get a bit of a pullback through here, I believe we're going to start to see something like this happening. This is the first leg up in an overall bull market, especially even on the Dow Jones from there. Let's go look at the Russell right now. And the Russell, look at it there, massive, massive double top, straight moving to the upside. And the big thing, one of the big things that we want to sort of understand here as well too is, again, we're looking at the weekly chart here, traders. So the big thing that is important to understand is remember that if you ever have a resistance level up here and the market comes up and then it comes back down and then it might do something like this, right, for a while, and then it starts to go for a move straight up, up, and it may have like a little pause here and then it breaks up like that. There's a massive probability that that's going to be some sort of false breakout. And the reason why is because it's already been going up for quite some time before the breakout. And that's exactly what actually happened here. Look at this. It went up, 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 up. We actually had a little pause for a week or a couple of weeks, and then we had the break slightly above this level, and then we actually broke back down. So if you're ever looking at resistance levels, if the market ever makes a run towards, if it has a run towards a strong level of resistance without some form of a pullback, then you want to run from that. But if you start to get something like this where the market runs up and then it may hit resistance and come back down here for a bit and then make a move, now we're talking, right? Now we're talking something there. We actually got the pullback first and then we go. But if the market makes a big move up, I see it so many times, up, little pullback, a break, and then it just completely reverses against you. So that's what I'm seeing on the Nasdaq, and looking at the Russell as well too. Once again, the Russell to me, I believe is starting a new upward trend. I really do believe that. We're getting this. We've got all these high points through here, and you can see we actually made a slight higher high, and now we're getting a pullback. I believe the pullback. We don't know how long the pullback is going to be, but I believe this year is going to be a very positive year to the upside. And looking at this daily charts here, we can actually see what's going on here. I'd like to get your opinion, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think is coming for the stock market. I personally believe we're going to be pretty flat throughout the year. Only reason why is because we had such an incredible couple of months leading up towards, November, December, that we're probably going to spend at least a good couple of months just not really doing much in the stock market. And then I think we're going to finish off very, very strong after the election. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys, about what's happening here. And oh, by the way, guys, what do you think is going to happen in the election? I'm not going to get into politics here. Do you think Trump will run? Do you think Trump will win? I'm sort of hoping he would win. Let's reset this thing, eh? Let's bring on the reset. No more taxes. Yeah, there you go. Global reset. No more taxes. Oh man, taxes, eh? So, that's what I'm seeing through there on the good old Russell through there, traders. Let's go look at the gold or the mining sector right now. The mining sector, we're still getting this very nice sort of upward movement from here, but it's very weak, right? We're getting sort of like a bit of a channel going on right now, as you can see. Even though we're still in a nice little upward trend through here, we're just not really, we're not really making any strength through here, right? So there's a really big thing to see through here, to see what's going on from this perspective here. Oh, by the way, traders, I just realized, by the way, remember I said before about when the market just, look at this here. See that false breakout there? Why was that a false breakout? Remember I said before, when the market makes a move up and then we get a little pullback and then we go for another run again, it's probably going to be what? A false breakout, right? So that's just, I just saw that just then. I'm like, oh, I teach you that so you can actually see a real life example of what I'm talking about. So the purpose, traders, the purpose for me as your coach is to stop you from getting into bad trades, right? And then also help you identify really good trades, which I do at johnsfreetraining.com on my webinar that I'm running today. You will see, you'll learn on my trading system. So let's go look at the silver mining sector now. And the silver mining sector, once again, traders, like, look at this here, right? Look at just, we're still making a slight little upward trend, but man, really nothing going on with overall, right, on the silver mining sector, like $32 through here and then probably 22. Isn't that interesting? 32, 22, 32, 42, 52. Ha! Look at that, guys. They're pretty much even, aren't they? Look at that there. And at every level, that's that level there, that's that level there, that's that level there, and then roughly around, not the exact same, right? Around the 52. I wonder what, let's actually zoom out a bit more here on the weekly chart. Is there anything around the 52 level? 52, where's 52? Not the 52. Oh, look at that. That's 52. That's 42. That's 32. Oh, well, look at that. Isn't that pretty amazing, hey? Look at that. So what does that tell you? It says if we break 32, we're probably going to get to 42. Isn't it amazing? Look at that. So every, what's that, $10? Every $10, there seems to be some, and then let's go down to 22. How cool is that? Give me a hell yeah in the comment section below if you actually like that. I think that's pretty cool. I love charts, guys. Charts are the best. Charts are the best. Let's go look at gold, silver. And silver right now, traders, is we're making these higher lows through here. Higher lows, but really, this whole big picture with silver, oh man. The thing about silver, traders, is that when we really break out of this level through here like that, look what's happening. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Silver right now is squeezing up. Right? Silver right now is squeezing up into a massive, massive triangle pattern. And when the break happens, when the break does happen, I believe it is on like Donkey Kong. Guys, put the word Donkey Kong in the comment section below. For two reasons. One, so if that tells me that, you know, you're ready for that as well too. And secondly, for people that don't even watch this video this far, they're going to say, what the hell are you talking about, Donkey Kong? So anyway, so we can see that through there, right? Look at that there. So, but I believe if we do hold and we start to do something on this, traders, then this could be one of the greatest moves we've seen out of the silver and gold market in a long time. And I just did say gold as well too, right? So let's look at gold. Gold is doing what? Look at that resistance level around gold, right? 2100 level. 2100. So 2100, and then we have, I'm trying to see if is there any correlation between 2100 trying to see 2000 maybe 2000. No, anyway, so compressing. Look at this, all this resistance through here, and now we are compressing to the upside. The compressing to the upside, guys, is the buyers saying, hey, look what's happening, look what's happening, look what's happening, look what's happening, right? The buyers are really starting to make their way back into these markets here. They really, 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 really are. And one of the big things here is that you want to be able to see this thing. You want to be able to see this. If this thing does hold and we start to make a move to the upside, we could be getting ready for a really, really, really big move coming out of the actual, out of the gold and silver sector through there. So let's go have a look, guys. Let's go have a look across the actual pond as well too. Or look across the pond. Let's go look at oil for here. So let's actually check out what's actually happened with oil this week. Oil right now, guys, very, 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 it's come down through here, and now we're really strong at that $70 level. If we do, just looking at this daily charts here now, guys. Yeah, don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in, guys. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. What am I talking about here? So what am I talking about here is this. We can see there's actually a major resistance level through here. A major support level, okay? With this major support level, if we do end up, remember I said before, what did I say before about the upside? If the market makes a move up, has a little pullback, and then we get to go again, guess what that's going to be? A bit of a false breakout, right? Flip that upside down. If we go for a big move down, and then we go for a little move up, and then we have another breakdown, guess what that's going to be? Probably a bit of a false breakout. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to completely do that, right? But it may come back up to here first, and then we may get going again, right? But look what's happening here. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, a little up. If we get something like that, traders, it's likely to be a false breakout. Okay, we haven't had enough sort of movement on the downside through here, and let's just bring on, yeah. So we haven't had enough movement on the downside, not yet through here. So we're probably gonna have that's probably gonna be a bit of a false breakout pattern through there, and looking at that level through there. So just be careful, guys. If you do trade the oil markets, just be careful. My thing is that if we do get some sort of strong breakdown, if we do get something like this happening, traders, it's probably going to be a false breakout pattern, and then it's probably going to suck you in, and then a couple of days later we're going to do something like that, and then we may do something like this, stop you out, and then we eventually start to make a big move. Okay, we haven't had enough time going sideways. We're down, up, down. No, we need much more of a time phase, much more of a sideways movement for that to start to happen from there. Let's go look at the dollar index, right? Dollar index actually had a nice move up today, didn't it? Nice move up today. Oh, look what happened today. So the dollar index actually got to, look at, it's still holding around that resistance level, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting, eh? So it's still got around that level through there. Man. And we're still just hovering around that level, aren't we? Around that 100 level. Not really doing too much through there. But look at this weekly chart. Strong up, strong down. Yeah. Once again, traders, if we do start to see a movement on the downside, it's probably going to come. It may come down like that. Then we're probably going to come up and then maybe continue down like that. If the dollar is going to go down from that level, from there to there. And let's go look at the good old Bitcoin, guys. Good old Bitcoin. What are we looking at here? The weekly charts. So weekly charts, we're at this level right now as well. We can see that there's a whole bunch of areas of support and resistance up through there. And also around that level there. Let's go look at the daily charts. Yeah, traders, again, don't get sucked in. This thing is really extended. So we can see where that resistance level comes into play up there. So if we do make a move out of Bitcoin, like that, it may only do something like that and then come back down, because we really need, as you can see, look at this here. Beautiful, up, down like that, up, down like that, sideways, right? We need something like that. We've only gone up, sideways. What does that look like, right? What does that look like? Let's do that again. That looks like what? Strong up, sideways, strong up, and then sideways again from there. So we really haven't had much more of a pullback, have we? Or sideways movement. So if we do get something like that, again, this is for trading purposes, guys. If you're buying and hold for 5 years or something like that, then that's not what this analysis is all about, right? This is just short-term technical analysis, reading the charts, looking at the charts, and I hope this really helps you out today there, traders. If you do need some help with your trading, then make sure you join my webinar today by going to johnsfreetraining.com. And on my webinar today, guys, I will teach you my trading system. And I'll also teach you what I had to start to learn in order for me to actually get out of debt and start to actually make good money from trading as well too. So have a great day, guys.